Studying in China is much harder than you would think. But before I tell you why, let me show you what a day studying in China looks like. Today is a Thursday, so I have class at 8 a.m. I stay in a student accommodation right near Fudan. It's about a 10-minute ride on my e-bike, so I don't need to wake up too long before class. I found a place relatively big at around 25 meters squared, and because it's a loft, it actually feels pretty big most of the time, even though some moments it gets a bit cramped. I start my day just like any other student: quick shower, get dressed, brush teeth, pack bag, and then I go. Thanks to the absolute speed of my e-bike, I make it on time. And if my parents are watching, I make it always on time. Today, I got 2 classes, which is intensive listening and reading and extensive listening and reading. Basically, one focuses more on vocab and the other on understanding the general idea of texts, which you can see was not easy. Thankfully, to help me in my classes, I've been using this app called Chinese, which I found to be the best Chinese learning app on the App Store right now. You can literally search any word on the app and you'll manage to get a definition, examples, and so much more. You can even save some terms and then test yourself after with flashcards, which is what I do. So give it a try. Since on Thursdays I'm done my class before noon, I usually go for a quick munchie with the boys at the North Canteen, which is a canteen for all students at Fudan. The selection here is insane. Like, there's so many options, and all these stalls usually charge for under 20 to 30 yuan, which is crazy. Let me know if you guys want a full video on this. Today I decided to go to the Xinjiang stall, which you could basically pick any of the dishes in front of you and they'll put it all on one plate and you'll pay based on the selection you choose. Anyways, this is how amazing my plate was looking. This is my friend Christian's plate, so you can see the variety. And then while we were eating, we were just chopping it up with the boys. As soon as we finished, decided to pack it up because I had to do some work at home. Once I get home, usually I just do some work, scroll on YouTube. Most days when I have time, I try and go hit a quick gym session. Then called my girlfriend that I miss very much. Since I was too lazy to cook that day, and that delivery is obviously so cheap in China, I also ordered my dinner. An absolute must try if you come to China, Xinjiang noodles. You'll thank me later. Called a friend from back home for a bit while I was eating. But this is where the reality hits. You're busy all day here, and after a while, it does start to feel monotonous. I'm not saying it's bad here. There are days that are genuinely fun, but that novel feeling doesn't last forever. If you actually want to learn Chinese, you can't just come for a semester. It takes time, real exposure, and repetition. And while you're doing that, you're in a country where you'll always be a foreigner, learning the same language every single day. This is the part of studying in China that no one really warns you about. You leave people behind. Most of the time, you arrive knowing no one. And even if you make good friends here, it's hard not to feel it when you see friends back home doing things together. Learning a language is slow. Progress doesn't show up quickly. And trying to read and write in a language you barely speak before it clicks can be very discouraging. Well, then why did you stay for a year? Well, there is some good in it too though, because progress is slow. The small wins matter more. Understanding something in class, it feels good. Does that make it worth it? For me? Yeah. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.